On November 5, 2024, North Korea launched a series of short-range ballistic missiles. The missiles flew eastward, landing in the Sea of Japan. Japanese and South Korean authorities detected at least 4 projectiles. Early analysis suggests the missiles traveled roughly 250 miles and reached an altitude of 60 miles. This latest show of force comes just days before the U.S. presidential election. These launches are part of a pattern of escalating provocations by North Korea. In recent months, Pyongyang has conducted numerous missile tests. They have also ramped up their nuclear rhetoric. The timing of this latest barrage has heightened international concern. Many see it as a deliberate attempt to influence the U.S. election or send a message to the incoming administration. The international community has roundly condemned the launches. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting. The U.S., along with its allies, called for tougher sanctions against North Korea. However, China and Russia, both with veto power on the council, have so far resisted these calls. This latest incident highlights the challenges in containing North Korea's nuclear ambitions. The missile launches set off alarm bells in Japan and South Korea. Both countries view North Korea's missile program as a direct threat to their security. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida called the launches reckless and unacceptable. He ordered the Japanese military to remain on high alert. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol convened an emergency meeting of his National Security Council. South Korea has responded to the launches by increasing its military readiness. They have also stepped up joint military exercises with the United States. The launches underscore the vulnerability of Japan and South Korea to North Korean missiles. Both countries rely heavily on U.S. security guarantees. However, North Korea's growing missile capabilities pose a significant challenge to U.S. defense commitments in the region. The situation highlights the need for continued close cooperation between the U.S., Japan, and South Korea. The timing of the missile launches, so close to the U.S. election, has led to speculation about North Korea's motives. Some analysts believe that Pyongyang is trying to influence the election in favor of one candidate or another. North Korea has a history of trying to exploit U.S. elections for its own gain. They may be hoping to extract concessions from a new administration. Others argue that the launches are primarily a show of force. North Korea may be trying to demonstrate its military capabilities to the world, particularly to the United States. They may also be trying to pressure the U.S. into restarting stalled nuclear talks. It's also possible that North Korea is motivated by a combination of factors. Whatever the reason, the launches are a reminder that North Korea remains a serious threat to regional and global security. They are also a reminder of the challenges in dealing with a regime that is often unpredictable and defiant of international norms. Section 4. A History of Nuclear Brinkmanship. North Korea's latest missile tests are part of a long history of nuclear brinkmanship. Since the early 1990s, North Korea has pursued a nuclear weapons program in defiance of international pressure. They have conducted 6 nuclear tests, the last one in 2017. North Korea's nuclear ambitions have been a source of tension in Northeast Asia for decades. The U.S. has engaged in on-again, off-again negotiations with North Korea over the years. However, these talks have failed to produce a lasting solution. The Trump administration attempted a new approach, engaging in direct diplomacy with Kim Jong-un. However, these efforts ultimately collapsed. The Biden administration has taken a more cautious approach, focusing on diplomacy and sanctions. However, North Korea has shown little interest in engaging in meaningful negotiations. Section 5. A World on Edge. North Korea's missile launches have put the world on edge. The launches come at a time of heightened global tensions. The war in Ukraine has raised fears of a new Cold War. It has also highlighted the risks of nuclear escalation. North Korea's growing nuclear arsenal poses a serious threat to international peace and security. The launches are a stark reminder of the dangers of nuclear proliferation. They are also a reminder of the need for a renewed international effort to address this challenge. The international community must work together to find a peaceful solution to the North Korean nuclear crisis. This will require a combination of diplomacy, sanctions, and deterrence. It will also require sustained engagement from all stakeholders, including China and Russia. The stakes are too high to allow this crisis to continue unchecked.